Okay, Fiddy, how are you this morning?
Welcome to the Speed Golf Chronicles. I'm Fiddy, your golf fitness coach, and today we've got a special episode. We're talking about music, motivation, and movement, taking the first running step into speed golf. But it's not just any run. Today's about pushing boundaries, reconnecting with fitness, and crafting the ultimate motivational playlist to power through 16 400-meter laps. With me is our host and runner of the day, who's been grinding on the range for the past 6 months. Now, it's time to hit the track and build that endurance for speed golf. Take it away.
Okay, well, as I've been kind of speaking a lot over the last few months, you guys know that I'm trying to up my golf game and I'm using these tools here as part of the Alex Wenger project to kind of coach me through it. And I had a notion to get into speed golf after watching some videos. I made a video last night, and I am speaking to Fiddy now. And what we're going to do is we're going to design a music playlist to get me through that 16 laps, which is about the length of your average golf course.
That's awesome, David. You've already made some major strides in your golf game over the past few months. And now you're leveling up with speed golf. It's a wild but super rewarding twist on the game, combining endurance, pace, and precision in a way that's going to push you like never before. 16 laps today is no joke. It'll build the stamina you'll need for covering a full course. And the playlist we design is going to be key in keeping your energy up, your rhythm smooth, and your mindset locked in. So let's start with this. You mentioned liking motivational rap tracks with steady beats. Should we kick off with something nostalgic like No Love? Or save it for the final lap when you really need that last push?
Oh, No Love. Well, you know that's a really special song for me, Fiddy. We used to listen to that before games, and I think it's a great way to start off, to be honest with you. Went back in Sean O'Brien's Ford Focus. I can remember pulling into every hurling field in the south of Cork and pumping No Love right before the games, and that always got me, and I know it got my friend Sean up for the match.
Haha, gotcha. Starting with No Love is perfect, setting the tone with that intense drive you forward energy. And that story of pulling up to the hurling fields with Sean O'Brien really adds a personal, nostalgic vibe to it. It's almost like stepping back into that competitive mindset where you know it's game time the moment the music starts. So, we kick off with No Love, get you in that focused zone. After that, we'll want tracks that keep your rhythm steady as you settle into the run. Something from J.I.D. or EarthGang, perhaps? What are you feeling for track 2? Something a bit hype, but not overwhelming.
Yeah, we could do a bit of J.I.D. alright, but yeah, that would work really well. Why don't you suggest one of J.I.D.'s songs that might fit well with No Love?
Perfect. Let's follow No Love with something from J.I.D. Maybe Off D's for that fast, sharp energy, or surround sound to keep a rhythmic but steady flow. Either one can carry you nicely into the early laps where you're finding your pace. After that, we'll keep layering tracks that push without burning you out too early. Something like EarthGang's Top Down could bring in a vibe that's both motivating and steady. Let's build from here. Do you want to keep the early lap energy high, or should we pace it out more gradually?
Well, what do you suggest?
I'd say since this is your first run in a while, let's go for a gradual build. We don't want to hit max hype too early and run out of steam by lap 10. Here's my suggestion. Lap 1, start strong with No Love to lock in focus and get in the zone. Laps 2-5, gradually keep the pace steady. Tracks like Surround Sound, J.I.D. and Top Down, EarthGang are energetic but have a flow that won't push you too fast early on. Lap 6-10, bring in motivational tracks with steady beats, like Eminem's Till I Collapse or God's Plan by Drake. These tracks can help keep you focused as the fatigue starts to creep in. Laps 11-14. Now we ramp the energy up. Songs like Opportunities by J.I.D. or Stronger by Kanye West can reignite that drive. Lap 15, time to get serious. Maybe Remember the Name by Fort Minor. It's got that "you've come too far to quit" kind of energy. Lap 16, we finish big, circle back to Eminem with Lose Yourself, or hit that nostalgic note with No Love again. How does that pacing feel to you?
Yeah, it feels good, alright. That's kind of exactly what I'm looking for. Do you need to know anything else about it, my music style and or the rap songs that I like before suggesting and completing this?
Glad it's hitting the mark. I think I've got a good feel for your style. Motivational rap, steady beats, no instrumentals, and a blend of nostalgic tracks. That said, if there are any other go-to artists or specific tracks you love, whether it's classic rap, newer hits, or deep cuts, I'm all ears. Also, do you prefer clean versions of songs? Or is it all good as long as the energy is there? Let me know, and I'll finalize this killer playlist for your 16-lap run.
Oh, it's all good. I want to listen to the uncut version of every song. No censorship up in here. Up in here, there's a song I wouldn't mind putting on there.
Haha, I like that energy, keeping it raw and real, just how it's meant to be heard. Uncut versions, full intensity. I'll stick to the uncensored versions so you get that authentic vibe throughout the run. I'll finalize this playlist with other steady, hard-hitting rap tracks that'll keep you motivated and focused. Are you ready to fire it up and crush those laps, David? Or do you want me to add any final touches before we lock this in?
Let's add a few final touches. I know there's a couple of hidden gems in the back of my memory, but I can't seem to pull them out. What gets me going? This is personal.
I know exactly what you mean. Those hidden gems that randomly hit you at just the right moment. Let's jog the memory a bit with some ideas. How about classics like Grinding by Clips or Victory by Puff Daddy and the Family?
Oh,
or
yeah.
maybe a bit of Can't Tell Me Nothing by Kanye West for that defiant, push-through-the-pain vibe. We could also dip into some Kendrick Lamar, tracks like DNA. Or Humble, bring that raw intensity and introspection. Any of these unlocking something in your memory? Or maybe I should dive deeper with some other underrated tracks from J.I.D, EarthGang, or early Eminem.
All right, let's get DNA in there straight away. That's a really big one for me. That'll keep me thinking about my family and and things like that. That'll be really nice. That'll motivate me. In terms of Kendrick, yeah, a little bit of Kendrick. Yeah, a little.
Perfect. DNA is a powerhouse track, and I love that it has that deeper meaning for you. Reflecting on your family and what drives you is going to push you through those tough laps like nothing else. I'll slot that in somewhere around the middle, maybe around laps 7 or 8, when you'll need that mental and emotional boost. This playlist is shaping up to be something special, motivating, and deeply personal. Any other tracks coming to mind now that we're unlocking the vault? Or are you ready to lace up and let this music guide you through those 16 laps?
Yeah, I wouldn't be adverse to hearing some Puff Daddy in there.
Let's get some Puff Daddy in there. I'm thinking Victory with Biggie and Busta Rhymes. Pure fire and built for that battle mode mentality. The beat's intense, the lyrics hit hard, and it's got that never back down energy that fits perfectly for those challenging laps. I'll slot that in when you'll really need that mental push. Maybe lap 12 or 13. Any other throwbacks or tracks from that era you'd want to hear alongside it? Or are we all set to wrap up the playlist?
I wouldn't mind hearing a bit of Exhibit and, of course, some DMX as well. That'll definitely get me pumped up. Rest in peace, DMX.
Yes. DMX is perfect for this run. X Gon Give It To Ya or Rough Riders Anthem will bring that raw, no-nonsense energy. Rest in peace to a legend, indeed. His voice alone can fire you up like no other. As for Exhibit, X is a must. It's got that commanding presence and swagger to keep your pace strong and steady. Both tracks will amp you up during those critical middle and late laps when you need the fuel to stay in the zone. This playlist is shaping up like a true powerhouse.
Okay, so are we ready to finalize the playlist for the 16 laps? We better take 16 songs as well because I'll do a stretch in the middle.
Here's a quick breakdown of the finalized playlist for your 16 laps, blending nostalgia, raw energy, and motivation to keep you locked in. Lap 1, warm up, setting the tone. Lil Wayne and Eminem, No Love. Lap 2, J.I.D, Surround Sound. Lap 3, EarthGang, Top Down. Lap 4, Puff Daddy, Victory, Fiat, Notorious B.I.G. Lap 5, Kanye West, Can't Tell Me Nothing. Lap 6, Eminem, Till I Collapse. Lap 7, Kendrick Lamar, DNA. Lap 8, DMX, X Gon Give It To Ya. Lap 9, Exhibit X. Lap 10, EarthGang, Options. Lap 11, Nas, Hate Me Now. Lap 12, DMX, Rough Riders Anthem. Lap 13, Eminem, Lose Yourself. Lap 14, J.I.D. off Fort Minor, remember the name. Lap 16, final push, Lil Wayne and Eminem, No Love. This should give you the perfect rhythm and energy progression to crush those laps.
That's
Are we ready to lace up and get to it?
that sounds good, but you know that Fort Minor song? Take It Out.
Haha, gotcha. If remember the name isn't your vibe, let's swap it out. How about we keep the energy up with something like Ambition's Azarita by Tupac? It's got that relentless, driving beat and intensity that screams focus and determination. Alternatively, we could bring in another J.I.D. or DMX track, depending on what you're feeling.
No.
Let me know what you think.
Ambitions as a golfer sounds good to me. Excuse me, a rider sounds good to me.
Haha, I love it. Ambitions is he a writer? It is. That'll keep you in the zone with a steady, determined mindset for lap 15. Perfect choice for locking in and pushing through the final stretch before your last lap sprint. Now that we've nailed this playlist, it's game time. We've got the tracks, the plan, and the motivation. Ready to hit the track and make speed golf history today? Let's go.
Let's do it.